We're flying with Etihad Airways to see if it's worth booking their premium extra legroom seats in economy. We're going from Denpasar to Brussels with a transfer in Abu Dhabi. This means we're taking 2 flights, and on the first flight we'll test the extra legroom, and on the second flight we'll see how it compares to a regular seat. And yes, there's a difference. And some unexpected disappointment.
See you next time. I don't think so.
We arrived at Denpasar Airport trying to find the check-in counter.
Not there yet, we're too early.
Luckily, we spotted the crew.
We're flying Etihad today and we're gonna try out economy with extra legroom versus the regular economy. But we've already spotted our Etihad friends for the check-in. So let's follow them and find out where we need to be because it's not on the screens just yet. Apparently it's a full flight and the check-in opened 1 hour before they would actually open. So far everything is going really efficient and smooth. So we made it through incredibly fast and 3 more hours till the flight actually leaves. So yeah, super efficient so far. Bus 6B, that sounds like the B for bus. I hope not. We are 45 minutes after intended boarding time and here we go.
So yes, let's take the bus. And as we're exiting the bus, we're welcomed with this view of the plane. Plus the engines. And the Emirates A380 also greeting us. We'll be back for you. Here we are boarding the Boeing 777-300ER with a total flight time of 9 hours to Abu Dhabi. The plane is set up in a 343 configuration, which is not our favorite, so we're hoping the legroom will make up for it. We're seated in seats 20A and 20B, and the first impression of the seat is really good with what seems to be a very decent amount of legroom. To get this seat, we paid €50 per person. As for the seat itself, it looks like some time ago they did a seat refurbishment, but they did seem to forget to put in enough cushioning in the seating area. Further, the seat comes with an adjustable headrest, a pillow, an extendable table in front of you, and on the seat there are some amenities waiting for you.
Alright, we've got a blanket, we've got headphones, actual ones, a sleeping mask, hand cream, and a foldable bag. Fun!
Right in front of you, you'll find your personal screen, a power outlet, and an old school style remote. And yes, the old is showing as the screen is very uncooperative. It comes with built-in grain, and the remote, well, you can see here. The movies and shows on offer were there, but limited in choice and a little censored. With boarding almost completed, we noticed that many people had to put their carry-on luggage sideways because they don't seem to fit in the small overhead compartment.
Welcome to the Boeing 777-300 series with not enough space for carry-on luggage.
After all the bag drama was solved, it was time for takeoff. Let's take a look at the legroom situation when the person in front of you is fully reclined.
This is what it looks like when the seat in front of you is fully reclined. For reference, these are my knees. But you really don't notice it because just the back half of the seat that comes to you. So, you still have all that legroom. It's pretty good.
Before we knew it, it was time for the first meal. And as always, there are 2 options to choose from.
And this is option number 1. I chose the beef with rice, and you can see that right over there. It comes with beans, comes with carrots. There's a salad over here. Looks appetizing, I have to say. Really good looking chocolate cake. A bread roll that we'll ignore. And fun fact, there's also some real cutlery. Lawrence, present the real cutlery. Ta-da! Well, that's your feels preview, I have to say that. Now, let's go over to Lawrence's plate and see what he has.
I took the chicken with the vegetables and, well, the potato wedges.
Ooh.
And the rest is the same, but I didn't take the bread because I don't like it.
Alright, we'll check in with you and see how it tastes. Okay, small update. Most of the beef chunks are pretty good, but some were really tough. And the green beans were sadly undercooked. The carrots were nice though, and so was the rice.
It's not that bad.
Now, during the flights, I love to look at the flight map, but unfortunately it said currently not working. So let's get back to that. Alright, time to visit the onboard toilet and see what it looks like. As always, you have to navigate yourself through a very tight space. The toilet itself was standard, and luckily it was still pretty clean with soap products available. Let's try that flight map again.
Still no flight map. No, I wanted to know where we were flying. It's my favorite part.
Sadly, it did not work during the entire flight, so here's hoping that next flight has a functioning map. 2 hours before landing, we were awoken by lights. It turned out that it was time for the second meal, which was a snack in the form of a doughy hot pocket kind of thing filled with mushy vegetables, and it looked like this. Lawrence kinda liked it, I liked it less. Luckily, the flight attendant did hook us up with unlimited ginger ale, which was amazing. And after this interesting snack, it was time to land in Abu Dhabi. As we leave the first flight, we can tell you that this part of the journey was pretty okay. The legroom was really good, the staff on this flight was friendly, but you really do notice the issues of the older plane. And as an important thing to add,
my ass hurts from the seat though.
Yeah, same.
The seat was not wide enough, but the extra legroom was a big improvement.
that was flight number 1. On to flight number 2. So let's have a quick look at Abu Dhabi airport before we head to our second flight with a regular legroom and some unexpected disappointments. We lounged around at the airport for a bit and headed to our second flight with regular legroom, not knowing what disappointment would await us.
Flight number 2.
So here we are for our second flight, and we'll be flying on the Boeing 777-300ER again, but this time for a flight time of 7 hours and 20 minutes. We are walking right past our previous extra legroom seats, and on this flight we're in seats 38A and 38B. And you can instantly see what a difference in legroom. Alright, this is the legroom on the non-extra legroom seats. That is a big difference.
It's the same thing. Same device. Same. Uh-oh. Less space though. It's on my lap. It's on my lap. Oh my god. Okay, let's put it back. And we see the difference in leg space. It's nothing.
Again, all the seats come with an adjustable headrest, the same new refurbishment with the hard cushioning, and the amenity package that we saw before, but this time with a gold-colored foldable bag. Also, on this flight too, there were issues with people's carry-ons as they did not fit and all the overhead compartments filled up quickly. Now, we thought that we were going to have the same flight experience as before, just with minimal legroom, but unfortunately the entertainment system was not working for my seat. My screen is being reset, but in the meantime...
No, not a crash. But the system is too old. Seats are too old. It's too old.
Okay, 2 times reset. Still doesn't work.
The flight attendants tried to reset the whole system multiple times, but they could not get it to work. The solution was that one of us was going to have to move seats, which is understandable as a solution, but also a little annoying as you do have to pay to sit together. Important notice for people traveling with Etihad: they have a policy that if you book your ticket, you cannot, I repeat, cannot pick seats for free anymore during check-in time. You will be randomly assigned seats unless you pay. Now, we decided that we both wanted to have a functioning screen, and we were informed that one of us could move after takeoff. So let's leave Abu Dhabi, and one of us will leave for a different seat.
So the first meal drink service is actually a snack service. You could choose between these chips or Oreo biscuits. I chose chips. Lawrence didn't choose anything because he's asleep. Why, you ask? Well, that's because his screen is still not working. So we changed, the whole ordeal with changing the seats. He moved up 2 rows ahead, and then it turns out his screen wasn't working either. So now he fell asleep. Poor guy, because it was actually my screen, it wasn't working. But I hope he's sleeping well. Also, look at this console. Look at it. I don't think it's supposed to do that. I don't think it's supposed to do that at all.
After Lawrence's power nap, his screen was sadly still not working. Not even after a reset. Screen drama aside, let's have a quick look at the toilet. After a movie for me and another nap for Lawrence, it was time for breakfast. It's 2 more hours of flying and we just got served breakfast. We've got an omelette with chicken sausage and some vegetables underneath. There's a granola yogurt thingy, a cup of fruit, and kind of a... It says Good Life. It says Good Life, but I doubt that. That doesn't feel very good. And we've got a coffee. Little update midway through. It tastes pretty good. I've definitely had worse eggs on an airplane. So this is a nice surprise. Chicken sausage. They add a lot of salt, so way too salty. The potatoes underneath, pretty nice as well. When breakfast was done, it was only a short bit before landing in Brussels in the dark. Yes, time to get off this plane.
See you next time. I don't think so.
We made it into Brussels.
Yes. Long story short, extra legroom, do it. But overall, don't do it.
All in all, we were not very impressed with Etihad. Luckily, the price was a positive as we paid €360 one way per person, including the extra charge for check-in luggage and seat selection for both flights. But for what is said to be a premium airline, Etihad really doesn't feel very premium, and they seem to have fallen behind the other Middle Eastern carriers in terms of quality and service, especially with these older planes where things are literally falling apart. Would you fly with Etihad, and would you go for the extra legroom? Let us know in the comments. Thank you so much for watching. Bye!